My name is Victor de los Santos, and I am the proud band director of Santa Ana High School. It's really hard to define one proud moment simply because I have so many great memories. Some of the proudest moments that I've had they've been from me fostering one of my students, me walking down another student down the aisle, being her father figure because she didn't have one. This past year, my wind ensemble got to work with Frank Kelly, and that's something that really got me because I never thought that I would ever have that happen with my ensemble. So I have a lot of proud moments. I'm mainly proud of my students. A lot of times they don't have good role models at home. They don't have role models outside of within our community. And I think it's my job to be that role model, to give them the opportunity to thrive for something more. The problem is never in the classroom. The problem always has to deal outside the class, and mainly with problems at home, having to babysit, having to be that provider at the home because some of them don't have that father at home or that mother that can provide for them. So they have to grow up and be that parental figure for their siblings. Unfortunately, throughout my time here, there's been about 20 shootings around Santa Ana High School. And it scares me every single time I hear about a shooting because I'm afraid I'm gonna hear one of my students' names. So I'd rather have them inside my doors where I can control the environment than outside of my doors where I can't. I never expect my students to major in music. The past 10 years, I've had about maybe 7 kids go on to study music. I like my students to challenge themselves. I want them to find what they are most passionate about. I tell them day in and day out, find something that you love to do and you'll never have to work a day in your life. At the end of each year, I have the seniors get together and we have a senior dinner. And this is the time that I ask them to give me their experience, what they enjoyed about the program, what they didn't like about the program. And then I take all that information and I adapt it to what I'm doing the following year. So every year I try to change. I never try to do the same thing over and over again, just to allow students more opportunity to just learn in different ways. One thing that we try to do here, we try to give opportunities. We had a partnership with UCI that allows our students to go to a college campus on a regular basis, to have a college professor come down and work with our students and push them to do something that they don't think that they can even do. I honestly believe that my classes are kind of, I want to say, the door for the rest of their life. And a lot of times in my classroom, we do trips. And every year we go somewhere. And I teach kids how to behave in an airport, on a bus, at a restaurant. I teach them the fundamentals that they don't usually get anywhere else. Every concert, I will have a line of about 15 kids that come up to me and I'll teach them how to make their first tie. Growing up as a first generation Hispanic, I had those same difficulties where I didn't have somebody to teach me how to do something or how to do that or how to do this. So I learned how to tie my bow tie from my neighbor across the street. And today, it's kind of one of the things I look forward to most about teaching at Santa Ana High School, is that I get to be that person that shows them a concept for the very first time in their life. And something as simple as how to tip, how to make a bow tie, some kids even how to drive. I've had people come back after graduation and they have nobody to teach them how to drive, so I'll teach them how to drive. I've had kids that I've had to have them take my car to the DMV to take their driving test with. I like being that first opportunity for students. And that's something that I really cherish about Santa Ana, because every year I get a new set of kids. And either way, I can teach 80 billion kids how to tie a bow tie. Next year I'm gonna have a new kid that's gonna need to learn how to do it. And I like being that person to just show them that one time that show them something for the very first time. And that's something that you can't replicate.